whiz kids had won it, Bobby Thompson had done it, and Yogi read the comics all the while. Rock and roll was being born, marijuana we would scorn. So down on the corner the national pastime went on trial. We're talking baseball, Klazuski, Campanella, talking baseball. The man and Bobby fella, the scooter, the barber and the nuke. They knew 'em all from Boston to Dubuque, especially Willie, Nicky, and the Duke.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another version of the famous M.Rush Podcast. Today we are live here at the Murray Avenue Computer Lab. Once again, this show is brought to you by the one and only D Chung Productions. Before I start my show, I just want to give a big shout out to all my boys out there who's been helping me the last 9 years, especially my girl Nikki. You know, we've had some tough times together, but we made it, baby. We're going to high school next year. Hope she does good next year. Also, I want to say good luck to my other boys, James Young and Michael Piscopo. They will be attending new school next year. Best of luck to all of them. Moving on now. Now, I will be talking about the switch hitter, Yankee legend, that played for the Yanks from 1951 to 1968. This man is considered one of the greatest center fielders ever to step out on that diamond, baby. The Mick, as a lot of people called him, was a tremendous young prospect, and he was supposed to be the next great ball player of the century. The last 50 years, the Yankees were a dominant force in Major League Baseball. They had unbelievable players, including Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, and Joe DiMaggio. Now, how it went was, Ruth was number 3, Gehrig was number 4, and yes, you guessed it, DiMaggio was number 5. And then when that Mick came up, he was given number 6, baby, and that's where it all begun. Alright, now, Mickey Charles Mantle was born on October 20, 1931, in Spanaville, Oklahoma. Now, Mickey was the oldest son of Elvin and Lovell Mantle. Mickey had 3 brothers, twins Ray and Roy and Butch, and a sister Barbara. Now, ever since Mickey was able to swing that bat, he became in love with the game. When Mickey reached high school, he was an incredibly gifted athlete. Besides baseball, he was a great basketball and football player. He was doing great until that one day at football practice, a terrible tragedy hit his life. During that practice, he was accidentally kicked in the shin and wound up developing a terrible disease. The doctor said that his leg might have to be amputated, but you know what? That great Mickey Mantle was not going to put up with that crap. He got it fixed, but there were many, many more injuries to come. Yeah. When Mickey was only 16 years old, a Yankee scout came up to watch him play. He saw how talented this young kid was and told him he was going to come back and sign him the day he graduated high school. And he did alright. And Mickey very struggled. Sorry for that language, you know. Sometimes my mind just gets a little weary. Alright, now back to the show. Yeah, he struggled a lot when he first came up. He really lost himself. You know what? He went to his big papa. He went to his dad out there back in Oklahoma. He said, you know what, Dad? I'm not playing good ball right now. I don't know what to do. The Yankees are getting a little frustrated with me. They might send me back down to the minors. I need some help. And you know what happened? Their father told Mickey, you know what, man? All you gotta do is keep your eye on the ball, man. Do what you've been doing your whole life, and you'll be fine, kid. You'll be fine. And you know what? Mantle was right, man. Mickey went on to post a career .298 batting average and blasted 536 home runs while knocking in 1,509 RBI. People consider the Mick to be the greatest center fielder ever to step out on that outfield grass, baby. Now, I look up to Mickey Mantle a lot, you know what? Simply because he was a great baseball player. He went through tons of injuries and many drinking problems, but still had a fantastic career. He was elected to the Hall of Fame in 1974 and won many batting titles and Gold Glove awards. Mickey was also great with the children and started many charities. Mickey for many charities. Now, today on the M.Rush Podcast, we have a special caller live from Huntington Valley, Pennsylvania. He goes by the name of Jamie Young, sometimes J Money. What's your question, sir?
Hey, Mark. I know I've been a long-time listener, first-time caller, and I've always kind of wondered this about the neck. How big? Excuse me, my dog's licking my toes. Stop it, Bailey. Okay, well, I was just wondering, what size hat did the Mick wear?
Well, you know it's been said that Mickey had a very small head. Now, this is probably true because he didn't take any of those roids like the great Barry Bonds did. I would say he's had about 7 3/8 maybe, around there. You know, average hat for a ball player back then. Thanks for the call, James. We have another caller from San Francisco, California. He goes by the name of Jerry Young. Sometimes we consider Mr. Young. What's your question, sir?
Jerry Young here. Well, I would just like to say that most umpires back then were pieces of work. I mean, I've seen a lot of umpires, but they by far were the worst. And my question is, how did Mickey Mantle put up with this kind of stuff?
Well, you know what, Jerry, it's a great question. But Mickey was such a cute, good, handsome-looking ball player. The umpires could take anything from Mickey Mantle. He was a legend. He was a star. He was born a star, and he died as a star. You know what? That's how he rolled back in the day. And one more question. We have a caller from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. She goes by the name of Nikki Peltzman. Nikki, I have a question.
Yes, I'm a first-time listener, first-time caller, and my question is, was Mickey Mantle a transvestite?
Alright, we'll cut that part out. That was an inappropriate question. We had the real Nikki Peltzman. Nikki, what's your question today?
Tell me that, but yeah.
What's your question?
I don't know. I don't know.
Nikki's frozen a little bit here. It's alright. We'll give her some time. Nikki, just tell me when you're ready.
What do you want me to ask? Tell me what to ask.
Please ask a question.
How old are you?
Well, kind of off topic there, but it's alright. We'll pause for a second. Alright, Nikki has decided that she wants to ask a question now. What's your question, Nikki Pelson?
What team does he play for?
Oh, that is a great question, Nikki Pelson. A great question. Mickey Charles Mantle played for the New York Yankees. That's right, the New York Yankees. Also, he played for no other team. He retired a Yankee, and he was brought up as a Yankee. That's how it went, baby. Alright, we have one more caller before we end our show here. All the way from Hong Kong, China. Never mind. That caller was not able to process. We have a caller from, oh, what a great town, Bryn Athyn, Pennsylvania. Sir John, what is your question?
Actually, it's Frank John. Frank John. Frank John. My question is, did Mickey Mantle spit into a platoon or just on the field? I really need to know.
Now, Mickey Mantle did a lot of spitting. Did a lot of spitting at home. A lot of spitting on the field. He chewed a lot of tobacco, too. That damaged his teeth a little bit, but he still managed to put up great numbers. Alright, well, we talked a lot about the great Mickey Mantle. We have some great guests from Nikki Shay Peltzman all the way to Frank John, I believe his name was, in Bryn Athyn. And that will be the show for today. Before I leave, I just want to say that I love all y'all Murray Avenue Knights that are leaving, and even the ones that are coming up next year. Especially Nikki Peltzman. Hope you do good in that dance, whatever you're going over there. Dance Academy, wherever the hell you're going. What? Kappa. Tappa. What was it? Kappa. Collaborate. Association. Dance. People. Alright. Now that will be our show. Famous M.Rush Podcast is logging off. Have a great night, everyone. Go Phils.